This one, ladies and gentlemen, oh my goodness. This one has been the talk for the last week, even before the Jets game. I've been trying to tell you Eagles fans that the defense on the Jets was real and the offense of the Dolphins is real as well. And guess what? We are here. The Eagles lost. I called it. And now I'm calling the loss against the Dolphins as well. Get mad. Get upset. It's totally fine. But you have to understand why I'm saying what I'm saying. Before I get into the spread and the odds and all that, I'm going to jump straight on down. We're going to jump straight on down to the last five here, okay? We're going to look at the last 5 wins for Miami. They won against Carolina, 42-21. They won against the Giants, 31-16. They took a loss to the Bills, right? Divisional rival opponents, 48-20. They took a win to Denver, 70-20. They took a win against the Patriots, 24-17. Now, pay specific attention to this Patriots game, all right? We're going to flip over to your Eagles now. They just lost to the Jets, 20-14. They won against the Rams, 23-14, which you could say that's a one-score game. Won against Washington in overtime, 34-31, another one-score game. Took the win against Tampa Bay, 25-11. Minnesota, 34-28, one-score game. Patriots, 25-20, one-score game. What do you see here? And I keep telling you guys, yes, they're winning, but these wins have been weak. And then when you play against an actual defense or a high-powered offense that can actually score, then guess what? You're going to get a game where if you don't match them in scoring, they're going to win. So, getting into the spread. Philly's favored by 2.5. Now, listen. If Philly was as dynamic and as dominant as some of you fans think that they are, the spread would not be 2.5. The over-under would not be 52. Vegas and the bookmakers are calling for a high-scoring game. Who's been scoring the most points? I mean, we don't have to go by that, but hey, you know the answer to it. Now we can get into the matchup predictor. 58.5% for Miami, 41.2% for the Eagles. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm not just the one saying this, but I've been saying it for weeks before we even got to this point. Round of applause for Jay. Thank you. Thank you. Tua Tagovailoa, 1,876 yards, 14 touchdowns, 5 interceptions. Jalen Hurts, 1,542 yards, 7 touchdowns, 7 interceptions. But it wasn't his fault. Listen, it doesn't matter if it's his fault or not. This is the thing. When you start throwing that ball, right, whether it's tipped, whether it's bobbled, when the ball leaves your hands, the job is for you to put that ball in the receiver's hands. And guess what? I'm not going to sit here and tell you that Jalen Hurts is not an elite player, but he has been making mistakes, and we've seen those mistakes in the Jets game. And when I told you guys time and time again, he has not been playing up to his true potential, just like Patrick Mahomes. You wanted to fight me. You got mad at me. You told me to shut up. Well, here we are. 7 touchdowns, 7 interceptions. Getting into the rushing yards, Swift with 452 yards, 2 touchdowns. He's been balling. A-Chain as well, 460 yards, 5 touchdowns. On the receiving side, Tyreek Hill, 814 yards, 6 touchdowns. A.J. Brown, 672 yards, 2 touchdowns. Getting into the injury report, Chris Brooks, Xavier Howard, Alec Ingold, Kader Kahu, Jeff Wilson are out for the Dolphins. For the Eagles, Jalen Carter, Darius Slay, Devontae Smith, Dallas Goedert, Milton Williams are out for the Eagles. We know that the spread is, 1 second here, there we go, 2.5 for the Eagles, 52 is the over-under. I hate to do this to you Eagles fans, but I got to keep it real. I am going to go Dolphins. I'm going to go Dolphins by 14. Ooh, Jay, I can't believe you just said that. You gave the Dolphins 14 points. Listen, your defense is having issues. You guys have injuries just like everyone else. the Dolphins are going to score. And if you cannot stop the bleeding, they're not going to wait until the second half to start scoring. They're going to score in the first half. They're going to score in the second half. And guess what? We're looking at a high-scoring game, and I'm taking the Dolphins by 14.